Be in the second lane from the left.
We're heading north on 405 in the Los Angeles area. This big junction we're coming up to is the junction for I-10. Traffic shit, and it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was hoping to beat the rush hour, but you just don't know. I've got a rest area picked up, and it was a very conservative stop for the night, not aiming too far at all. But now you start to worry if you can actually make it. You know, it's like, well, I've got 4 hours, so that rest area is 75 miles, so I should make 75 miles in 4 hours. But we're in Los Angeles, and then you start thinking, is 4 hours enough to go 75 miles? We shall see. Unfortunately, I dropped on the east side of the Los Angeles area, Riverside, so I avoided all LA and everything. And the majority of the traffic, unfortunately, this load I picked up from Carson, which is not far from Long Beach, so I had to, travel all the way west and just south of Los Angeles, and now I have to go. Well, I could have went through 5. I figured this would be the best route, 405, because it's away from the downtown area, but this is just as bad. You can't beat the traffic in Los Angeles. You can't beat the traffic. No, sir. Johnny Bad Show, old chap. So, I'm going to Washington, is where I'm off to Grandview, Washington, to Walmart to drop off this load of General Mills products. It's yogurt and there was yogurt and something else. I can't remember what the other item was. But that's what I have. So if you live in the Grandview, Washington area, and you have a Walmart, you get yogurts from there, you get some this weekend, it might be off the back of my truck. If I can ever get there, if I can ever get out of Los Angeles. It's terrible when you're looking at a rest area 67 miles away now and you've got 4 hours and can I make it? My problem being, not so much that, it's only 3 o'clock, it's the longer you're here and the slower you go, the more it brings you into the rush hour traffic. So this ain't going to get any better, it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's the fun of driving in California. I love coming over to California, I really do. Don't like Los Angeles because of this. It's just traffic everywhere, and the drivers are horrible. They'll stay in the out. Well, they're like this everywhere, but they're like bad drivers on crack cocaine. You have them, they'll wait until the last minute. They want to take the turn off, but they'll wait the last minute and they can't get over. So then they have to brake in the fast lanes, and just brings every lane to a standstill because everybody's trying to get a couple of cars ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's like this all around the country. You get the big cities. You know, California's not well, Los Angeles is not the only one. Yeah, this was a nice little drop and hook. I had a bobtail. I had a nice new trailer. The last load I was on, which came from Gaylord, Minnesota, down to Riverside, California. Brand new trailer. It was only like been in service for 2 weeks. It was beautiful, all nice and shiny. But I had to drop it and bobtail into General Mills in Carson. Not sure why, but well, it's kind of a packed. It was packed, full of trailers there. Not many of ours, but you know, it was very tight on parking and staging areas. So I guess they wanted to reduce the amount of Martin's trailers in there. I think we only had like 4 or 5. So they told me to bobtail in. I was a little bit nervous because it was 60 miles from where I dropped my empty, and if I had to go back for it, it's 60 miles of bad traffic. We can have a lot of fun here just watching these guys weaving in and out all the crazies, and it doesn't get them anywhere. I watched one guy when I was going over to General Mills who's in a Prius, and he was just in and out just to get one spot. He'd go change lanes, get one, you know, get out one spot ahead, get back, and then in and out. Must have drove him crazy. And then, you know, 20 minutes later in the vehicle that he was behind when I first noticed him doing all this shit was further ahead than him. It's always fun. Makes you laugh. Makes you laugh. Laugh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Today I have averaged 32 miles an hour, where I normally average 60 miles an hour, or slightly above, slightly below. Very rarely below 58 average speed for the day. But 32 today. It's 32. See it getting lower, 32 miles. So that's, I'm getting half the money I would be getting if I was somewhere else while I'm in this area. So I only do half the miles. And something else I found out today, which is really crappy, was the detention pay when you're in California. It sucks. I have to talk to my DM to figure out why, because I had no idea. I went to this horrible place. I'm going to tell you where it was because it was horrible. When I dropped off, and I was there for 4 hours. The funniest part was I went on a dock. It says you're on dock 38, or the one that's the nearest to 38 that is available. So the nearest to 38 was 28. So it goes on 28, and it goes in and hands my paperwork in. Oh, we're not unloading from dock 28. You'll go and have to park up, and we'll give you a call when there's a dock available. So I went and parked up, and when I parked up, they unloaded 2 trucks from that dock. One of them was their truck as well. And then when I left, there was a 3rd truck getting unloaded from the dock that they don't unload from. And then, I mean, the shippers and receivers have no respect for truckers at all, especially their hours and their ability to feed their families. But I goes in, well, I get a phone call actually, and it says, oh, it's a $220 lumber fee. Looking to California, New York, and Florida. Always seems to be lumber fees. And $220, that's no problem, I'll have it to you shortly. So I sent off the com data request for the PO number. I gets that, and I walks over, and the girl is there And she says, oh, I'm going to lunch. I says, well, I've got the check. I just, all you got to do is authorise it and give me my paperwork, and I'll be on my way in 2 minutes. She says, oh, come back in half an hour. I'm going for lunch, and left for lunch. So I just had to sit there for another half an hour, which was, half of the course as a trucker. We are treated with very little respect. And, when I have conversations with people and say, yeah, but there's some truckers out there who are assholes. And it's like, yeah, but you can't prejudge every trucker by some being assholes. You can't, show every trucker in the country so much disrespect just because you've had a few bad experiences. You probably had bad experiences because the drivers are furious because you're screwing their day up, or, their ability to earn money. If you 2 or 3 hours can make all the difference between being able to comfortably find a parking spot, and that's the hardest part of the job. I've said it loads of times, say it again. 2.5, 3 hours, you've got your day planned out and say, well, if I get done within 2 hours, I'm not being greedy, if I get done within 2 hours, I can get parked up easily. I can get that looped before 5 o'clock and it's not going to fill up. And then they keep you there for a real long time, and then all of a sudden that easy ability to be able to park up is gone. You're now struggling to find somewhere to park. Like you come out Lexus, so you just forgot to take your left-hand turn indicator off. I don't know. And then people get annoyed, and it's also like, a lot of truck drivers, they're the sole income for their family. They've got a family to support, and you've just drastically reduced what they're earning that day because you just were too lazy to unload them. Or the worst one is the paperwork, where they make you wait for 3-4 hours just for the paperwork. So it could be frustrating. What the hell? A nice Mark 7 GTI in front. BMW GTI. I've had 2 of those in America. I had the Mark 6 and the Mark 7. The Mark 6 actually got rear-ended by a pickup truck. Rear-ended my wife at a traffic lights. He pulled away and my wife hadn't pulled away, and he tried to blame my wife because she didn't pull away at the traffic light quick enough. That's pretty funny, I'm gonna say. I have to say. Ooh, 34 miles an hour. Saying that, yeah, it's just getting some braking distance. I have to do that because it takes so long to stop. They've got nice double vented disc brakes on the GTI. Forget what the hell that means. I can't remember what brakes were on there. I may have been Brembos that I had on, but yeah, they make you stop on a dime. Don't need that much space, GTI do. And the Autobahn version had all of the bells and whistles on it, and the lights that turned when you steered, and the LED lights, and it was lovely. But too small though. Got a pickup truck now. Got a Ford F-150. A proper American. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah, this is going to be for at least another hour. Going to lose at least an hour of time on this. Just the traffic. Everybody wants to be in a different lane. I just pick a lane and stay in it unless there's somebody annoying. Slow in it, then you better off just picking that lane and staying there. Climbing a hill, do that a lot in LA as well, surrounded by mountains. I'm not pulling too badly here, so that's good. Not that heavy a load. put that graffiti on his box van there to my right, or whether some graffiti artist decided to adorn his truck with that. I don't know. It looks like shit, regardless. Carry on, regardless. Encouraging. We've got a steady 33 going here. I just need to go to LA basically. Miles to the rest area, and I have 3 hours and 47 minutes. Miles an hour, which is cool. We've seen the best and the worst of it. I hope so. We're past LA now. It's behind us. Back and to the right. Back and to the right. Just need to get as far north as I can before rush hour and then get parked up for the night. Down again. We had a brief reprieve there. Just on my revs, up the hill. Fortunate, but gotta keep that braking distance. Don't want to kill anybody. They don't like that kind of thing here.